Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this Good Living podcast, I'm Cook Boy. And remember, if you don't like to watch this talking head, you can listen to these episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast channel, really. These are some harsh truths, but honestly, if you listen to them and you know them, it's going to help you a lot in your journey. You'll be a lot farther ahead mentally than the rest of your mates and the rest of your peers. You probably don't know what you are going to become when you grow up. When I was a kid, I used to be very good at drawing and writing stories, artistic stuff. And I always thought, what would I be when I grow up? And architecture was the first thing that my parents told me because that's the only profession that had some respect and also had to do with some form of drawing. So I thought I was going to be an architect when I was in primary school. And even as I grew older, I was thinking, yeah, I'll be an architect. But life changes. The way the world is when you're 17, 18, 19, or even 20 is not how it will be when you're 27 or 30. Because of that, people's occupations begin to shift, twist and turn. People have to learn skills. People are going to drop off. Their lives will change because of the way that life changes. A lot of people who are into podcasting, look at me for example. I'm a podcaster now. I intend to do my podcasting, monetize it, and if it pays for my life, then I don't have any reason to do anything else and make it my mainstay. But that is what I think right now. I don't know what 5 years from now would look like, what this industry would be in 5 years' time. And so the way I thought I was going to be an architect, there are different things that ended up taking my mind off of that. The first one was that creative drawing is different from technical drawing, and you need technical drawing to be an architect, and I wasn't good at technical drawing. That is one. Two, convenience increases as humanity progresses, which means with new technologies coming in, life gets easier. And so there are a lot of easy jobs that you can make money from without having to put so much mental energy and physical energy in. And architecture and stuff like that requires a lot of mental and physical energy. And you see people with engineering degrees, medical degrees going into other fields because they just find that, you know what, I would enjoy doing this stuff and then I could still make money off of it instead of spending long hours at the hospital or on site or wherever they want to be, except they actually have real love and passion for that occupation. You probably don't know what you're going to be. The occupations that you think you're going to end up with are probably not what's going to pan out in the near future. So have that in mind. Keep your options open. Number two, chances are you haven't met your wife yet. In the teenage world, romance is new. You're just coming into you're living puberty, you're in adolescence, you are experiencing the other gender in ways that you haven't before. And a lot of the times, as men, we get stuck thinking we have found our wife when we are 17 or 18, and you think of this long future with your current girlfriend. This is not to stop you from your enjoyment, but it is so that you think of the decisions you make. It is very, very likely that life takes you to places where, and I mean by very, very likely, I mean 99% likely that you will not end up with the person that you're with. You're going to break up, you're going to have other experiences. Life gets more complicated. It's like this: you're in a maze and you see two paths, right? And all you can form your thoughts around is those two paths you see. But as you move further along those paths, you see that this one turns into four different parts, which turn into four other different parts. That creates 16 here. Same thing here, that creates 16 here. That is 32 from the two parts that you just saw. And now there are so many things going on that all the things that you found to be very, very important begin to minimize because of all the other things that need your attention. I hope you're following though. When that happens, you realize that romance is not the be all and end all of your teenage life. There's a lot of things coming in the future, and your relationship might not survive those things. It might rekindle in the future, you can keep that hope alive, but your priorities will change, and you have to prepare mentally for those priorities to change. The third thing that you're supposed to know is that your parents, who you often disagree with, time will come when you will agree with them, but you will not tell them. I'm not saying not to tell them, I'm saying you will literally not be able to tell them. Right now, it seems like they want to control your life. And the truth is that they do. But their reasons is not just to cage you out of hatred. It is so that they can control the outcome. And you don't understand it because you've never experienced freedom before. And you need the freedom. Not want, you need the freedom. And there are other ways that they can allow you express yourself and give you that freedom make you feel free, and then watch you from afar. But it takes too much work, and most parents are too busy trying to earn a living to put in that much work. So they want to do the easier one by locking you down, locking your phone down, taking drastic measures that would make you hate them. But the thing is, when time comes, you'll understand how difficult it is to juggle everything that they are juggling with training a teenager. And then when you understand it, you can get. I say this to say that don't burn bridges. Some people have problems they had with their mates who don't speak to their parents anymore because they had certain problems with them as teenagers. And then now, as adults, they can't relate to their parents anymore because they overdid it when they were teenagers. They got too angry with their parents. They ran, left home, insulted them, burned bridges, did things that were. When you grow old and you get to this age and you've not burned those bridges, you now understand the love that parents have for children, and they would forgive anything. Is the truth. You can get away with anything with your parents if you come back. And for sticking to this part of the video, I have one bonus point for you. The world will reward you for being firm and being fair. What this means is, don't be malicious towards anybody. Don't ever be the person that does evil to somebody first. If you're in business with somebody, don't be the first person to think of cheating them. That is fairness, right? But firmness is if somebody does that to you, don't let them get away with it just because you want to be nice or be forgiving. If somebody intentionally offends you, they have to see equal and opposite reaction. According to game theory, that is the easiest way to make sure that people don't mess with you over the course of your life. If you have a reputation from a young age as somebody who can be offended and nothing will happen, people will keep offending you. It's just how life works. It's why when they catch a thief in the middle of the street, the ones that they end up burning are the ones who beg and don't fight back. If I go to steal something and they start beating me and I start fighting back, people don't want that. They will call the police. If I'm running away and people are slapping me, even people that don't know what's going on will join and start slapping me. It's just what happens. When people see that someone is weak, they beat them down further. They don't help them. It's rare. So, be the kind of person that if someone offends you maliciously and doesn't seek, they should feel the wrath of that action. Don't do anything crazy. But let them know that that is not okay. By your actions, not just by your words.